If I could make a statement before, I think this will be of interest to you. Probably the loudest roar of the night came. I got to do something that is one of the greatest joys as a coach. After the game, we have an extra scholarship available, and you know, you always wait and hold it because there could be a mid-year transfer, but I told the team, I told Isaiah with about 30 seconds left in the game, I said, I'm going to award Justice Bartley his scholarship, and I said, so have your water bottle ready. So we went into the locker room, and you know, I told him, I kind of joked, I said, if you would have missed that 3, I might not have offered you the scholarship. But I said I want to award a guy that he really embodies. We talk about being a servant in our program a lot, and it's a walk-on that does all the little things. And you should have seen the joy in his eyes and the excitement in the players' eyes. So that was, I'm on a high for that. Of course, we played real solid, and I know Virginia Tech wasn't, it was a little bit of a perfect storm. They were a little off, but we played good basketball. But to see that happen was pretty special. So that's why I usually don't have an opening statement, but that's worth it.
Was that the roar as we walked by the library?
Yeah, no, for sure.
The bench struggled against BC. Did you feel that group was going to be pivotal tonight? And did you
Yeah.
as much?
Well, you know, I knew it was important in Virginia Tech, the pace that they play. We talk, this is a battle for tempo. When they play 4 guards or 5 guards, it's a concern if you can get back and get your defense set. And I thought DeAndre at the 4 and what he did was really important for us. It was good to see him give us a lift. And, of course, it was a true team effort. We got in foul trouble with Jack, Isaiah, Mohammadi, and did Dre have 2 as well? I can't remember if he caught, and I don't think he did. Maybe he did in the first half. But so we were a little cautious with that, but I thought the guys really got back, and they made it hard for the most part to get a pretty good look for against our defense. And we ran sound, patient offense, made some good shots, and it was just, again, a well-played game for us.
Paul, then David, and then
Tony,
Mike.
staying with the team effort, 4 guys in double figures, 1 guy with 9. When you're recruiting, are you looking for guys who are going to share the ball, or are you looking for talent and are going to say this is the way we play if you want to?
Yeah, I don't think you'd find a coach who isn't looking for a player who doesn't want to, you know, share the ball. Of course, you want them to be aggressive and use their strengths, but that's so important. We have an unselfish team, of course we do, but you know, we try to play the best way to give ourselves a chance. And you know, guys have had great success individually in college and then after, so you can do that. But I think our guys understand it's always we always say don't have a amnesia or have an identity crisis. Not now. We got to know how we have to play to give ourselves a chance against teams on the road in our league, and that always is good basketball to me is sharing the ball, being aggressive, playing good defense, and that's part of the formula for us.
David.
Tony, against BC, you had 8 turnovers in the first half, only 1 in the second, and then for much of tonight, really, only 3.
Yeah. We had a few at the very end, yeah.
Just, even as they pressed, what has been the difference the last 60 minutes of basketball with your ball security?
Yeah, I just think you know, Ty's making good decisions. We're trying to get guys in space with enough, and even how we scored on the back end of them, of the press, helped us. So you just, you know, Virginia Tech can get it going, and they can score in bunches, so it put enough pressure on them, but I thought we had the right mix of patience, breaking it with soundness, but looking to score on the back end of it, and that's maybe we had 1 turnover out of it, but I like that, and I think there's enough space, and guys, you know, are making the sound passes. We work hard on ball handling, sureness, passing, catching, playing out of traps. That's really, you know, you play against the teams we do in this league, and a lot of teams try to slow us up with some of that pressure, and we got to get used to it.
Mike, Doug, and then Gene.
Obviously, people know about your defense, but 16 turnovers forced. Is there something different about this year's personnel, athleticism, or something that's creating a disparity like that?
Well, I think, you know, we're pretty good at protecting the rim. We got some nice shot blockers. I don't know how those should be in blocks, really. So we only had, well, we had 4. Yeah, I think we understand we have to be real good positionally. And I think our guys are trying to be active on the ball and be good in the positions and real alert. And I think that those kinds of things are, you know, when people are trying to drive, sometimes there's some loose balls. But we have gotten a few more turnovers that way, and I know it'll be tested. But it's a good, they understand their identity of being collectively good as a team defense. I don't know if we have a Malcolm Brogdon on-ball defender that can just take a guy out, but Isaiah and Jack, when they're out there, they're so sound in their positioning and what they're doing. And Devin, he understands the defense, and Ty and Kyle understand position too. So,
Doug.
DeAndre's getting better.
Guy's line after he obviously didn't match his 31 points from the other night, but he has
good.
5 assists,
Yep.
turnovers, 3 threes. Just talk about his growing.
Controlled the game. I thought he was good. That pass he made, I don't know if you guys could, I mean, I had the perfect angle on it. I said, what's he doing? Oh, good pass. You know, it just they pressed him. But we say he's a neck-up player. I've said that from the moment he came. I love his feel and his mind for the game, and he's getting more comfortable being out there, and he's had 2 really good games for us and has controlled the ball, the game. We're using some ball screens with him, and he's been productive with that too.
Gene.
Tony, was there kind of a different mindset coming into this game, given the tight wins at this place for you guys the last few years? And was it a statement game at all in your mind, this one?
No, not a statement game at all. It's a game. It's ACC play. It's just getting after it. You know, when you play Virginia Tech, I have the utmost respect for their program, the job Buzz has done. You know it's going to be a challenge. It's a rivalry game, and we just talk about be ready. Every game's so important. And my message was, I said, be ready for everything. I remember last year the ball balancing on the back of the rim. There have been such hard-fought games. You know, obviously this was rare, but our guys they kept playing. They kept playing the possession. And again, Virginia Tech was cold. All that stuff happens. But statement games, you just keep playing. Keep chopping. I think the Georgia guys say that after the game. Keep chopping. I think it's what you do.
Doug.
You got 2 points, I think, out of your bench against BC. Was that any kind of concern in that?
Yes.
You got 32 out of your bench.
Momedy got us off to when Jack got his first foul, Momedy made a couple of nice plays and did a good job. And, you know, this team so far it's different guys at different times, but that bench is important. And I liked what I saw again in DeAndre playing some more at the 4 and using some things there. So I was pleased with what I saw, and we're going to need that when you get in foul trouble. And, again, diversified scoring for us is huge.
Okay, I have time for one more.
Hey, Coach, first of all, congratulations on the victory. Just your thoughts and feelings. You got North Carolina coming up at home this Saturday. Just your thoughts on playing them.
Yeah, you know, that's this league. You talk about a team that's terrific in transition. I mean, they're a shot away from being the 2-time defending national champions. Joel Berry, quality players, storied program. They're at a high level, and I know they lost a close one. That's what you said, right? Again, that's our league to Florida State, right? So we'll have to be ready, and I'm sure it'll be a great atmosphere in the arena, and I know our guys will be looking forward to it. We got to get back, get some rest, prepare well, and be good again defensively.
One more.
Okay.
Tony, they had entered the game leading the country in field goal percentage and 6th in 3-point field goal percentage. Did you feel you just gave them really tough looks today, or what was kind of?
I think it was both. It's never always. I think they were a little off. They missed. They got a couple clean looks, and they probably didn't make typically the ones they usually make. When you talk about the shooting percentage of Ahmad Hill, Ahmed, I think it is. Sorry, being around 50%, he was off. But I think our defense did get back and bother and contest the majority of the shots. So I think it was a little bit of a perfect storm, but that's not to take anything away from our guys. They were there and they were right.